The introduction. The introduction qualifies the question and makes a commitment to it, or the contention. I like to choose a quote to start an essay that directly engages with the point of the question. In this case, "Get off my lawn," because it's the point where Walt becomes involved with the Mong family. The introduction also gives the essay a sense of direction. The noble gesture is Walt's self-sacrifice. This is both the climax of the film and the essay. It is the most important point, and I will use it just before the conclusion. It is the point that I will work towards. The contention, in this case, is that they are flawed but are decent human beings. This agrees with the question in that they are not wholly admirable.
Chose you to buy American.
Second paragraph. The second paragraph puts the contention into context, in its time and place. The film is set in 2008 in Detroit. The American car industry is in crisis because Asian cars are cheaper, and this has been happening for many years. So the industry is in this huge upheaval, and this is where we find Walt and his Gran Torino, which was built in 1972 and is a muscle car. It is a symbol of America's past and an identity that no longer exists. Even in 72, it was outdated. Walt's suburb is full of Asians. He feels like he's an alien. This paragraph also sets up his flaws, that he's racist and bitter, and this directly links back to the question.
Go to college and the boys go to jail.
An essay needs to flow, so one paragraph should flow into the next paragraph. So I've picked up on the idea of them being flawed, which was in the previous paragraph. And I also introduced the idea of where Tao's faults are, so that we're following that line of argument. And also, I have some links that go directly back to the question. So in each paragraph, you're showing that you're still following one line of argument. So the fact that he's tried to steal Walt's Gran Torino shows that at that point he definitely is not admirable, and of course that's a direct link. But then we start to bring in the idea of why are they decent human beings? And of course it's because when Walt realizes that Tao has value, he becomes a kind of surrogate father, a role model, and through his being a role model, that gives Tao a sense of direction.
This kid doesn't have a chance.
The fourth paragraph introduces what Walt considers to be his greatest flaw, that he wasn't close to his boys, although we all expected it would have been that he'd killed 13 Koreans during the war. We also see, I've thrown in the quote where Ashley asks for the Gran Torino, obviously because she's self-serving, as are her parents. And I've introduced a contrast between Walt's and Tao's family because this is also the beginning of their growth as humans, the journey to becoming admirable, and sets up the climax where Walt sacrifices himself for Tao and Sue.